cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? Let me know if you can hear my voice. Let me know if you can hear my voice. Thumbs up the video and drop a thumbs up or yes, I can hear you in the chat for me, please. I'm not going to be long, y'all. I was not even supposed to be live. A lot is going on, though, I see on this very Sunday, or should I say this entire weekend has been crazy. All right, I see that y'all hear me. So hey, y'all, hey. Yeah, listen, it seems like every time I take a day off, like if I don't come on live in one day, so much chaos happens. It's crazy, right? It just seems like the internet goes wild. I come back and be like, what? Wait, what? Huh? What? Who said what? Damn. This is absolutely crazy what we're seeing, you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. And also make sure you thumbs up this video right here, even though it's not like really anything to get out. But, you know, I'm just talking to my people. That's all. So anyway, thank y'all for joining me. Damn, I got 209 in the building already. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all must have been waiting on me. Y'all sound like y'all might have been waiting on me or something. What's going on? I know y'all probably like, oh, she said your video is good. Thank you. So how y'all like my avatar? Did y'all realize that was AI? Or maybe I shouldn't have said it. No, I'm just kidding. But it is AI, y'all. Did y'all like it? Did y'all realize it was AI, or did you really think it was me? I mean, it's me, but it's AI. It is AI. I'm dibbling and dabbling. She said, I like it. Okay, thanks. You know, I'm going to perfect it. You know I am. Y'all already know. Oh, y'all already knew it was AI. Okay. Yes, I've been working on it for a while. AI is expensive as shit, y'all. It don't make no sense. But anyway, yeah, I've been working on it for a while. So I'm going to be doing videos. She said, did you have a ponytail? Girl, no, that's the background. The background removal didn't quite do a good job. So I got to like keep trying to perfect that thing. But it's going to be different avatars. I got like 5 different avatars. So I'm going to try. One of them I did, it had me having a big ass mouth. I'm like, damn, who y'all think I am? I ain't got no piano teeth in my mouth. And one of them, it just moved my neck and not my body. But it was a good video, but I had to throw it away because like it literally looked like I had big ass piano teeth in my mouth. The other one looked like I had piano teeth too. So I'm up here asking that, damn, like, does it really look like that? I said, mirror me as close as possible. And they're going to give me some big ass piano teeth. I think AI trying to tell me something. I need to go get my teeth shaved or something. I don't know. She said, I'm trying to figure out why my membership isn't showing. I had to get a new phone app. Just charge me for it on the 12th. Anybody know what I should do? You probably need to sign out and just sign back in. Sometimes you have to sign out of Google and sign back into Google so you're in your right account in order for your membership to show up. But thank you guys so much for keeping y'all memberships up. And yeah, y'all been doing pretty good. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. But I wanted to hop on right quick because I've seen a lot going around these internet streets. And oh my God, it's just, oh my God. It just seemed like when you take a step back, right? And you just kind of take a step back. I was with family yesterday. I don't know if y'all knew that, but I was going to post our pictures where we cooked out and was chilling out with each other. But then I was like, I'm not going to do it. They're elderly. They're older than me. And I don't want them spread it all across the internet and at the, amusement of others talking about my elderly family members. So I just decided not to. But we had a good time yesterday. I'm not even going to lie. It was so fun. We got full, bellies full. And yeah, it was pretty cool. So I enjoyed them. And it was just much needed time off, to be honest with you. But I will tell you this, even though I was off, I kind of like was peeking in and whatnot, figuring out like what's going on or whatever. And y'all, it's sad what's going on. Like, it's just disgusting how I'm seeing things happen. And I'm just like, wow, this is crazy, right? I mean, disgusting. But, I could sit there and say it all day long, but if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. But it's disgusting. But, I'm not going to get into the Desharia story tonight because it's just, I'm not going to be on here long, but I am going to get into it, definitely, but not tonight. I may mention here and there. My heart goes out to Desharia because she is being drugged through the internet. She's being drugged through the internet. And one thing I will say, and I don't know if everybody caught this, but other bloggers are catching on, okay? Other bloggers are seeing what we see. And it's not that I'm reaching out to them. And don't worry about that, Yolanda. We don't care. I don't care. I don't give no cares about that. You guys just hit the love button. If they're laughing at my video, you guys just hit the love button. Don't fight with them. Don't say any of that. Y'all just hit the love button for me, please. Thank you so much. Just hit the love button and the thumbs up button on this video. Okay. Because at some point we have to like really ignore them. Like, look who we're dealing with. I said this so many times. These people are definitely not in our lead. Okay. So let's talk about that for a minute. So one thing or more don't do, and that is reach out to other bloggers on YouTube and say, hey, take my side, listen to my story, support me. I don't ask nobody that. If they want to support me, they're going to support me on their own. Okay. So I say that to say that there is people that are speaking up for what they see on their own, have nothing to do with me, nothing to do with what I blog on or anything. And they are speaking up on their own. They see a 17-year-old, which is a minor, on the outside. They see her crying out for her daddy's attention. They see her basically unfolding her story in front of everybody on social media. And I'm going to tell you, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And not so much for her. It's not a good look for her parents. Because that girl is still a minor. But it's not a good look for her parents, because there is a whole mob, and I do mean mob of people. Now, I will say it's not all of them, because there are some that are wanting to see the reconnection of the father and daughter relationship. And that is so happen to be a supporter of Robert. Okay. But because she sits amongst a bunch of demonic spirits, right? They're jumping on her for wanting to see a father-daughter relationship rebond or remend, okay? And the thing about it is, people could say all day long that the relationship was torn apart because of the stepmom, Brianna. That is so far from the truth, okay? It is going on 3 years, you guys, 3 years. It ain't no way under the sun, okay, that a father would just allow a daughter-father relationships to go up in smoke over something that happened 3 years ago. Not if he was a good father, not if he was a loving father, not if he was a caring father, not if he was a supportive father, not if he was a protector. It's no way under the sun. Ain't no way under the sun a father is not going to get it right with his child. And to even want the child to get it right with him when all of this happened when she was 14 years old, to come out and be like, nope, you need to make it right, then that even further doubled down on what we've already heard, and that is he is not a protector. Okay, so a protector father, a loving father, a father that actually loved his daughter, proud of his daughter, and unconditional love, not under conditions, not if you go out and clear my name type love, not if you speak highly of me type love. You understand? I'm saying unconditional love, right? Because that's what a father and daughter relationship is built on, unconditional love. It's not, I will love you if you respect me. I will love you and protect you if you speak highly of me. I will love you if you don't come out on the internet and speak your truth about me. No. A father has unconditional love. We've seen on this internet a lot of internet children, even Will Smith kids have came out the bag on him before. I want to say they did it on both of them, both of their parents. What's his name? Jada? What's the boy name? Anyway, Will Smith's son. I want to say it's Judah something. But didn't he denounce them and want to be like adopted out of the family at one point? What is Will Smith's son name? Jada something. But whatever it is, he wanted to be adopted out of the family. Did you hear Will come out and say, I no longer love my son. I don't want to have nothing to do with my son. My son embarrassed me. My son lied on us. I don't want to have nothing. Did y'all ever hear Jada Pinkett or Will Smith denounce their children? This joker came out when he was still a child underage, wanted to, break away from his parents, emancipate. Exactly. He wanted to be emancipated, meaning that he could think and do things on his own without the guidance of his parents, without the guardianship of his parents. Okay. Somebody said T.I.'s son did as well. So there's a lot of celebrity children have came out of the bag. Even Boosie's daughter, remember? Boosie's daughter said, I'm tired of you coming to say this about me on the internet, saying that about me on the internet. I don't like it. I love you, but if you're going to do this, I'm not coming over no more. I don't want to be around you no more. So like I'm saying, a lot of celebrity children, even Monique, remember Monique? Well, I kind of blame Monique for what her and her husband did to their son, but he was not underage. But so I can't really put him in the same category because he was already a full blown adult. But 50 Cent's son did the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? So there's quite a bit of children that come out on the internet and basically go ham on their parent, right? But that does not mean that the parent's supposed to only love them if they come back out and apologize in public. No. That's not how it works. A true father, one that loved their child, wouldn't even require that. They wouldn't even require a child to come out and be like, all right, I lied on my dad, or I was wrong about my dad, or I should not have exposed my dad. No, they don't. Because it's conditions. Right. So anyway, I was getting at the fact that other bloggers are seeing a man come out on the internet and tell the world that he loved both his daughters and that he's working and fighting for both his daughters to protect his daughters and his grandchild. Right. Yeah, this man uses her name a lot. I have two beautiful daughters that I'm fighting for. Two beautiful. And now, if I'm not mistaken, let's be honest, didn't she ask him at one time, please stop using me, stop posting my photos and stop saying these things when you know it's not true? Did she or did she not do that? If I'm not mistaken, a while back, Desharia came out and said, stop. If you're not gonna, if you're not gonna do right by me, right? Don't use me. Just stop with that narrative. And he could have literally just stopped, but he can't because there's an image that he is trying to uphold. And that is, I am a father, not to just one of my children, but to both. He doesn't want things that's on the back end to be brought to the front. And that's the thing. We've heard that before, have we not? We've heard this before. We've heard this man is one person on the front and another one on the back. And the saddest part about all of this is the people that's on the back, they're living this in real life. They're literally living this in real life. And his supporters, or if you want to call them the flying monkeys that just want to protect his image, they don't know him on the back end. Just because you met a person one or two times don't mean that you know them. Like the real them. And if I'm not mistaken, only a few people that have met him on the back end, right? 1 hour with a person or even 2-3 hours with a person don't tell you who that person is. Sometimes it takes us years to even know our own spouse or the person that we choose to get into relationships with. Okay? So with that being said, just because they met a person, hold on. Oh, thank you, you guys. That's my moderator. She sent me something saying my goal is met. So thank you. What are we at? 20 minutes? I know I only asked for 5 super chats, y'all. But thank you so very much. I do appreciate y'all so much. Hold on. Let me get my little, so I can get back on my soapbox. Give me a second, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Appreciate you guys the long way for even showing up tonight, because tonight is my day off. So if y'all want to continue to send me super chats, y'all can. Or I didn't even put my coffee up. Or I also have a coffee link if you guys want to. If you don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal because I'm really off. Okay. So whatever I make today is just, me coming on my off day. Hold on. Let me change this because I don't like the way it's the big old square. Why is that like that? Oh, it's supposed to be round like that. Oh, it was looking all funky. But anyway, Where was I? I think I was talking about, what was I talking about? What I was saying is, just because some people may have talked to this guy this time or that time, or met him once or twice for an hour here or an hour there, they think they know him. They don't know him. They don't know the real him. Okay? They don't know the, how do I want to say this? When I say they don't know the real him, they don't know the non-representative. They've only met his representative. They met who he want them to see him as. You understand what I'm trying to say? They really don't know him. We've heard from more than one person that this man act one way on the back end and then another way to the audience. We know that, okay? Now, I want to play a little small clip, and this is not to try to bring back old drama from what we've already proved, but I want y'all to hear something. When I was going through my videos, I was thinking about archiving some of them because I do plan to move on, not necessarily not speak of this story, but there's other stories that need my attention, and I want to move on to those stories. But again, not saying that I'm moving on completely, but again, you know, I'm just doing something else. But let me just let you hear a small clip of something that I was about to, actually, I think I did archive it, but I can still play it. And I hope this works because here lately, I've been having problems with my soundboard. I went back to listen to a video and it was very much low. And I was like, damn, I couldn't even hear it. So if y'all don't hear it, can y'all please tell me? I don't want to play the whole video and then I go back and listen and come to find out that you guys never even heard the video. Hold on one second. I want you guys to hear something. And I may even do another video just explaining this because I think it's important that I point this out, that I think maybe some of us have totally looked over. Where is it at? Oh, here it goes. All right, hold on. Let me get to the part that I want y'all to hear. All right, here it goes. I want y'all to just hear this one part right here. All right, tell me in the comments if you can hear this clearly.
I've been telling you this for 6 years. I said, baby, if it's something that's really, because I can't talk to you about nothing. No, I can't.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
The problem is with you, you don't just tell me exactly what it is. I've been telling you this for 6 years. I said, baby, if it's something that's really, because I can't talk to you about nothing. No, I can't.
Oh, y'all can't hear it? What the hell? I call myself. Did my husband? Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, hold on. He plugged it back up. I told him not to, but give me a second, y'all. I told him not to do it like this. Let me just turn this off. People saying yes, they can hear it, and some people saying they can't. Let me just turn this thing off right here. I'm turning the speaker off. All right, tell me if you can hear it now. Give me a second. It said I need to turn the speaker off, and but it's not working without it. So, speaker audio. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, tell me if y'all hear it now. Hold on.
So we don't talk to you.
Am I trying?
All right, tell me if you hear
The
this.
problem is with you, you don't just tell me exactly what it is. I've been telling you this for 6 years. I said, baby, if it's something that's really,
Because I can't talk to you about nothing. No, I can't. Every time I try to tell you something, you get mad. Then you just start going off on people. Nobody can tell you how they really feel without you yelling at them. And then you be fucking mean as fuck. Like, you always tell us to talk to you, but you don't fucking listen. So we don't talk to you.
I'm listening to you right now. Am I trying? Am I trying? Can I get some credit? I didn't have a mother. Sorry if I don't know how to love you like that. The way you need to be loved with that type of stuff. I never had a mother. I'm hurting too. You're not the only one hurting. I'm hurting too. I'm 41 years old. I ain't got shit but my family.
Now, did y'all just hear that? Let me know if y'all heard that. Please. He says, I'm 41 years old and I ain't got shit but my family. Did y'all hear that? I'm 41 years old and I ain't got shit but my family. That was almost 3 years ago. Well, actually, I mean, I don't know when it was actually done, but he's 44 now, so that's been almost 4 years ago. Well, actually 3 years ago. I'm sorry. So 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, he said, I'm 41 years old and I ain't got shit. Did y'all hear that? So the reason why I even played that is because you have the flying monkeys that have been communicating and blogging to their supporters that this man gave this woman everything and that he had it going on until Brianna ruined everything. Let me just play that part again. That Brianna took him down. Brianna ruined all this platform and all this stuff. And I'm only saying this. I'll get to why I'm saying this in a minute. But listen.
I don't know how to love you like that. The way you need to be loved with that type of stuff. I never had a mother. I'm hurting too. You're not the only one hurting. I'm hurting too. I'm 41 years old. I ain't got shit but my family. You don't think I'm hurting? You don't think I'm hurting when I can see people bad against me? People don't want to see me achieve my dream. I've been dealing with this shit since I was a kid. My own city did this shit. I get in position to win and the motherfuckers are still doing it. Because they're afraid of what I can do. People are afraid. That's why I'm loved too. I'm loved and I'm hated. Just like all these other niggas that you see blow up, Pac and all these niggas. Only difference is Pac got a record deal. That's it. That's the only difference. That aura is there. People love me or they either love me or they hate me. It ain't no in between with me. When you're great, that's how it is.
Okay. You heard him? He says, I'm 41 years old and I ain't got shit. He said that, his city banned against him. And every time he get ready to win, or he's put in a position to win, something happens. Now, does that sound like somebody that had it all together, that was making millions, that was on top, that was doing well for himself, that had so much and lost it? Does that sound like somebody that had it and lost it? Or does that sound like somebody that was trying to get it and was never able to get it because he was from his own mouth? He was always, every time he was put in a position to win, somebody would ban against him. This man said, I'm 41 years old and I don't have shit but my family. I don't have shit but my family at 41 years old. Right? And he also said, every time I'm put in a position to win, something happened. People ban against me. My city did this to me. So how you go from your city banning against you and being the reason why you could never get off the ground to now it's Brianna tore his kingdom down. Where do you get that from? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because they want to carry the lie that the reason why he's in the situation that he's in now is because of Brianna. The situation between him and his daughter is because of Brianna. The situation with his finances is because of Brianna. The situation with his page is because of Brianna. His living condition is because of Brianna. That is what his flying monkeys want people to believe. The only reason why I brought up this recording right here is because this man says out of his own mouth, out of his own esophagus, that he was 41 years old and didn't have shit. He met Brianna when he was in his 30s. He was in his 30s. She was in her 20s. He was like 35. So he said, I'm 41 years old. Do the math. 41 years old is 3 years ago. He's 44 now. He was 41 years old and said he did not have shit. He said, I ain't got shit but my family. A person that is doing well, have $1 million or whatever they want to say he had, is not going to say, I don't have shit. They're not going to say, every time I got in a position to win, somebody banned against me and bring me down. This man has been literally crying and upset and blaming other people ever since he's been trying to be somebody. Be somebody. Now, you know, I think we all remember when Brianna said he wants to be famous so bad. Am I the only one remember her saying that? That this man wants to be famous so bad. He wants to be somebody so bad. And I'm not even saying anything is wrong with that. Everybody should have dreams, right? We all should have dreams. I'm a dreamer myself. I am a dreamer. Right? But wanting to be somebody so bad that you will pretend that you gave somebody the world when you know you didn't, and they took it from you, that's manipulation. That's literally saying I was already there and she took everything from me. Now, he may feel like she took the family from him, but did she really? Because he's the one that had a point to prove out here to the internet. He did, not her. She was willing to be vulnerable toward him to the internet. Hence why she came out crying and whatnot. She was being vulnerable. He did not. He wanted the internet to think that he was a victim. He wanted the internet to think that he gave her everything and basically she took advantage of him. This man said out his own mouth, I'm 41 years old and I ain't got shit. But yet, the content creators that report on him, well, let me stop lying because they don't report on him. The content creators that bash his ex want people to think that this man gave her the world and she took things from him, stole from him, lied on him, did all these things. That's what the content creators that bash on his ex want people to believe. He said, I'm 41 years old and I don't have shit. He didn't just say that for no reason. She's crying. She lives with him. She's married to him. She knows this already. She knows that he don't have anything. She knows that. It's not like it was no surprise to her. She knew that he did not have anything. But she was still willing to work her relationship out with a man that didn't have shit. She was willing to stay with a man that didn't have shit. When she used to come out and say, even though she was married, she was still basically a single mom, that she was still taking care of her kids and still providing for her kids by herself while married. That's what she meant. He wasn't financially providing for those things. That is why she said the things that she says. And his people that claim they support him, but really just bash her for a check, they want to try to dispute those things, but they cannot. His own words, you guys, his own words. He said, I'm 41 years old and I ain't got shit. You don't say that in the middle of an emotional conversation with your spouse. You don't say that in the middle of an emotional conversation with your spouse and then later on say, oh, no, that wasn't true. I just said that just to say that. No. He didn't even know he was being recorded at that time. These are the voice notes that he wants off the internet. He doesn't want anyone to hear these voice notes. He don't want anyone to hear him saying, how far did I drag you? I kicked you because you kicked me back. He don't want people hearing that. He don't want people hearing that the witness that said that she saw him choke Brianna, and while he had an opportunity to go up on the panel and read her rights for lying, he chose not to. He went up on the panel and said, do you remember when we first met? Yeah. Do you remember what I told you? What's that? That you remind me of my sister? Yeah. You remember when I allowed you to stay in my house when you didn't have nowhere to go? Yeah. You remember I let you bring your child? Yeah. You know, I really wanted you to stay here and Brianna didn't. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Yeah, it was me that said you could stay. Okay. So, you know, I always looked at you like a sister. Okay. So what is this you say you saw again? I saw you choke Brianna. Where were we living at the time? You were living in a house in front of a lake. What did I have on? A man that was not there, did not do what she said she saw him do, would not have even started the conversation the way he did. Ain't nobody in their right mind is being accused of choking somebody and then almost fighting them for breaking it up. They're not going to turn around and go down memory lane talking about, you remember when we met? You remember I let you stay with me? You remember I told you you remind me of my sister? They would not have said none of that shit. That was only said to basically let her know, I allowed you to stay in my home. I could have said no. I could have turned you away. No man that's just been accused of choking a woman would have said, which house was we living in? I got all of this on tape, you guys. No man would have said, which house were we living in? And she explained which house they was living in. It took that man a minute to say, more than a minute to say, that wasn't me. And her response was, who was it then? The ghost of Mississippi? That was her response. The ghost of Mississippi? This man literally said, that wasn't me. After saying, you remember I let you stay with me, right? You remember you moved in, you and your daughter, when you didn't have nowhere to live, right? You remember I told you you remind me of my sisters, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I always was cool with you. Okay, and because the young lady said that he lunged at Brianna, put his hands around her neck. She went to break it up and he almost fought her. They almost got in a fight. That ain't nothing that you make up. That ain't nothing that you make up. And remember, they were his sister's witness. They wasn't even up there. The girl wasn't even up there testifying in Brianna's behalf. They split up. They're no longer friends. The sister is the one that went and got her and brung her on understand as a witness. The sister. So their own witness verified an eyewitness account of him lunging and putting his hand around Brianna's neck. The sister even said, well, did you see her hit him first? No, I didn't see her hit him first. Well, was she at least talking shit? Yeah, she was flipping off at the mouth. And then what did the other sister say? Well, then that just mean that she just the type of hoe that like to, what she say, that make a nigga want to beat that hoe. Is that not what she said? His own sister said that because she was yapping off at the mouth, that she is the type of hoe that make a nigga want to beat that hoe. That's what the sister said. Do you guys want to hear that? Do y'all want to hear that part? Let's go. Because I have the videos. And this is what he wanted the court to have me erase, because deep down in his soul, he can't stand that I have these clips. Deep down in his soul, he can't stand that I have these clips, because he has an image that he wants to uphold and he wants to continue the lies. But until every video is deleted about her and until they leave her alone, I will never delete this. Never. Never. I said never. Let's get to it. Sorry, I got to find out which one it is. Give me a sec. So many of them. Now, I will say that I have not labeled the, is this one it? Give me a second. Oh, no.
Did you witness Robert just beating her, or like, was this?
I didn't witness Robert just beating her. I have witnessed him choke her up, but that's the only incident that I've seen with my own eyes. I walked upstairs and they're just back and forth arguing, and next thing I know, he lunged at her and grabbed her neck.
So the incident that you saw him choke her up, was she hitting him as well? Was she verbally?
She wasn't hitting him. Yes, she was verbally being aggressive to him, but she didn't touch him, and that's what pissed me off about the situation. I understand y'all arguing, but she didn't need to lunge at her and grab her neck like that. That's when I stepped in, and me and him almost got into a fight, but he stopped after that. That's when he left. I stayed with her to calm her down, and then later on that night, he did come back, and they had their little conversation about it or whatever. They was coochie crunch after that.
So this what I'm getting, even though I ain't the highest educated probably on the platform. What I'm getting from it, me sitting in the back listening, drinking my drink. The moral of the story is, Brianna's that type of hoe that make a nigga want to choke her. She one of those type of hoes make you want to choke her. And I mean, with her kind of snappy attitude, I could see that, because when she tried to play me and get smart, if I was in my old ways, I would have probably until I hit her with the left, because her mouth was popping and I didn't like it, and I had to woosah. So she one of those chicks that make you want to choke that hoe.
Dawn, I thought that when I talked to you, you said that Naya had never really witnessed it. I assumed that.
So Dawn assumed that Naya never witnessed any physical abuse. She assumed it without even asking her. She brung on her panel. And when the girl said, yeah, well, I have seen just one incident. I ain't seen a whole lot, but I've seen just one. She called me and told me about different ones, but I witnessed one myself. When the young lady revealed what she witnessed, all of a sudden, what do? They end up calling the girl a liar. They literally, but here's the thing. Y'all want to hear something funny? They called her a liar, but believed her when she said that Brianna called Desharia the UGLY word. So, but this girl came and said, yes, I've heard Brianna call the daughter UGLY. So they believed that, but didn't believe that she witnessed Robert lunge and choke her. Did y'all just hear me? Yeah, that part. Okay, that part. Now, I'm not about to play all the videos because I'm not even supposed to be on here for that long. I literally only came on really just to say it's a shame what they are now doing to the daughter. They are allowed to drag his daughter, mistreat his daughter, call his daughter out of her name, call her all type of B's and go get a job, go find you a hustle, go find you a way to live. Literally, she's 17 and by law, her parents are still responsible for her. By law, literally by law. Is no way this girl should be homeless right now. Is no way this girl should not be living with her mother or her father right now. This girl is not living with neither parent. Neither parent. Her mom is a piece of shit and her daddy is a piece of shit. And talk about it with a more said so. Because ain't no way I'm letting my 17-year-old daughter that has a child be out there on her own. I don't give a damn how bad we done got into it. Bring your ass home and we're going to figure out a way to work it out. Is no way the daughter should be out there or being told by a bunch of other grown ass women, go get a job and figure it out. While her daddy is prancing around on the internet, acting like he loved his children so damn much, but he's not providing for them and hasn't provided for them in a very long time. It makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know nobody that's a parent that would co-sign on this, that will uphold him in the bullshit. They should be just as outraged as I am. We ain't got to team up. We don't like each other. That's going to always be like that. But what they don't have to do is sit there and ignore the fact that his daughter came on the internet in her own words and told the world that she was essayed not one time, not two times, not three, but 4 different times. Now, do you hear Loudmouth over there saying anything about that? Do you hear them fighting for her about that? No, they don't care. They don't care that this girl has said that well, let me take that back. Because somebody did tell me, Toya, the baby sister, the auntie of this young lady, is the only one that has came out and spoke on her behalf. And she should. And the other auntie should too, if they love their niece. And the uncle, Kevin Wesley, where is he? Has he said anything in defense of his niece? Because he don't give a damn about his niece. If he cared anything about his niece, he would tell all them over there that's dogging her and dragging her up and down social media, leave my niece alone. Let me tell you what I would say. And I'm saying this from the goddamn heart. I love all y'all out there. But if y'all went in on my daughter, my niece, my grandchild, anybody, I would say all y'all supporters can go to hell. I don't need somebody supporting me that's going to drag my family. I don't need somebody that's going to support me that's going to drag my niece, drag my sister, drag my grandchild, drag my child. I don't need your support if you're going to drag my flesh and blood. That's what I would say. Fuck a supporter. I would get another one. Trust me, I would. But ain't no way just to save face and allow supporters to support me. You think I'm going to sit back and allow y'all to dog my family members out? You ain't that important. You're not. Nobody should be. We are strangers to each other. And the fact that Robert himself and his brother and his other sister is not speaking up for their underage niece and Robert's underage child is heartbreaking. I don't give a fuck what happened. Kevin, being a life coach, should be coaching Desharia. Desharia, can we talk? Can you explain to me what happened? Let Uncle Kev know what happened to you, baby girl. Who hurt you? Who got you pregnant? Because this baby said her baby was a product of SA. Her baby that she has to look in that baby face every day is a product of SA. Why aren't the daddy, Kevin, or Dawn asking her, talk to me? What do you need? Tell me what happened. Who did this to you? They don't give a fuck. Their supporters, the ones that go back and forth with their critics every single day, instead of minding their business, minding their face. They're in here now listening to me, ready to make another video and call me bald-headed and call me all type of derogatory slave names and shit without looking at themselves in the mirror, right? They're ready to, trust me, they're on their community wall right now, I bet you. I guarantee it. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. Nobody is fighting for a real SA victim. But then you got a loudmouth woman over there still want to regurgitate the same shit that's been said over and over and over and over and over and over and over again with no facts. With no facts. Who's taking care of the real victim? The real victim is Desharia. Desharia says she was SA'd not one, not two, not three, but 4 different times. 4 different times. And one resulted in a baby. That girl was what, 15 when she got pregnant? And now she's saying it's the product of an SA. Her baby is the product of an SA. And you got other bloggers outside this sector speaking up for Desharia, saying, wait a minute. This guy say he's a real father gang, but yet his supporters are dragging his daughter. And he's over there making up little fucked up ass posts saying he's not going to come out here and do what other celebrities do, and that is handle his daughter on social media. Now, we know he's in the background threatening her. Why? Because he's done it before. And she has revealed it before. That he threatens her in the background. He tells her, if you don't take this post down, delete my phone number. What type of real father gang is that? What type of real father gang tells their daughter, remove this post, take it down, or delete my phone number? Don't ever talk to me again. What real father, what daddy that love his daughter, love his child, would say something like that? What daddy? What daddy would say, delete this, delete that post, or lose my phone number? Anyway, like I said, I'm not about to be on here long. I will come out and do a live stream about it. We will be talking about what's going on with Desharia, okay? In depth. We're going to talk about it in depth of what's going on with Desharia. But we ain't about to leave out Miss Season because, baby, Miss Season has been seasoning today. She's been talking. Now, some people may not understand what she's saying, but she's talking. She's subtly talking, but she's talking. So we're going to go over the receipts also that she dropped today in her story, because basically, and this is just based on my opinion and from, you know, what I see with my own eyes, I believe she's feeling away because, you know, she was in somewhat of a relationship with this man, and he probably want to call it a situationship or whatever you want to call it. But in her eyes, it was a relationship. Okay. And now, you know, he said he didn't want to be in a relationship. He just wanted to be single and wanted to get himself together, wanted to take a step back and work on him. And now a girl that moved into his home. And I'm pretty sure she's not feeling that. Season is not feeling that. You understand what I'm saying? And Season was told that she couldn't be around Momo in the beginning, but yet his first visit with Momo, he got this girl and her child playing with Momo in their bedroom and shit like that. So I'm sure Season is seeing all of that. She's probably like, wait a minute. You told me I couldn't see her right away, but you got this girl that you just met. They just celebrate knowing each other for 1 month. Literally. It ain't even been a month and a half. But yet she's in his house every single day, in his bed every single night. And now they're playing house together. Okay. So I'm sure Season feels a way because she put her heart in it. But again, if she would have listened to me long time ago, she would have realized that she was being played. Now, I think that his supporters, well, some of the, obsessed ones, the really obsessed ones, got in her ear and told her, don't come out with whatever it is that she wanted to come out. The girl is hurt. She's very much hurt. And, even though I don't like her because of what she did to the ex-wife, when the ex-wife didn't do shit to her, I don't like her, but I understand her frustration. She's mad. She feels played. And anybody that feels played will act out. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck who they call. It will take the strength of Job to hold her back. And I just don't think that she has it. I think that she will one day say, fuck you, and fuck you. And I'm going to say what I got to say. She's going to come out the bag. She's already slipping already. She made quite a few posts today. And I'll let me see if I got a few of them. Let me see. Do I have it over here? Do I have it on my iPad? I know I was taking them, but let me just see. Did I put them on my computer yet? I don't think I did. Did I? Hold on. Let me just see if I put it on my computer. If I didn't, don't worry about it. Nope, I didn't. So I'm not even going to go over them. Hold on. Let me see. Well, I got them here, though. I'm just going to read off a few. She says, don't ever mistake my silence for weakness. I choose peace, but I'll never let a lie rewrite the truth. Okay? Now, a lot of people probably be like, oh, she says, don't ever mistake my silence for weakness. Some people probably be like, oh, she's talking about Amora. No, she's not. Y'all know that lady has never held back when it came to me. She don't like me and I don't like her either. But we are both adults and she know I'm telling the truth. She know that I have peeped what's been going on because I ain't no dummy. I ain't no fool. She know I peeped it. She done peeped it too. She was played. She was used. She was bamboozled by Latruth. He played her. He did. Now, I'm going to go out on the limb and say this, and I know y'all probably like, oh, Amor, you taking up for her. No, the fuck I'm not. But guess what? I will say this. I guarantee you that man made her feel like they were in a relationship. He want to come out now and say, I never told her we was together. I never said I was with her. Let me tell you something. When you get my age, you ain't kissing on nobody and letting a man dig up your butt, basically, in front of the world if you don't think y'all in a relationship. We don't play them games. We in our damn 50s. We ain't trying to be nobody fuck toy. We don't play games like that. The lady thought she was in a relationship. The only reason why she came back later and said that they're not in a relationship is because that's what he came out here and said. She just trying to save face. Don't no woman in their 50s play around with they privates, with they goodies. We don't do that. We ain't handing out coochie coupons like that. We're not that desperate to do that. She thought she was in a relationship with this man. Most women do think when they're fucking that they're in a relationship. They do. But they wasn't just screwing. They were going out to expensive restaurants, Beyonce concerts. Y'all know Beyonce concerts ain't cheap. You ain't just taking no side piece to no Beyonce concert. You ain't going out to the most expensive restaurants in your city with no side piece. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. You ain't celebrating holidays with no side piece and taking them around your family and talking future. You ain't doing that. Your side piece ain't helping you rebuild your business, coming up with ideas for you to get ahead, coming up with trying to do classes for you, promoting your beard oil. A side piece ain't doing all of that. Even though I joked around and said she's a side piece, she didn't think she was. And I'm speaking from experience of an older woman. She didn't think she was a side piece. She thought that she was going to be the next Mrs. Latruth. She didn't go hard on Brianna like that because, oh, she just didn't like Brianna. She was supporting her man. So these little subtle comments that she's making in her story, saying, don't take my silence for weakness. I chose peace, but I'll never let a lie rewrite the truth. She's talking to him and his supporters. Don't get it twisted. She's upset now and humiliated that people in the comments is basically writing her off and saying, oh, he just didn't want to be with an older woman. You don't think that bothers her? It does. I don't give a damn who she moved on with. Just 2-3 months ago, the lady said she will marry him. Your side piece ain't saying she'll marry you if she thought she was really just a side piece. She was waiting on that man to propose to her. She was all in. Her heart was all in it. And he made her look like a fool. He called her a transaction. He basically put out to the world that the only reason why he was fucking her because she was giving him money. He was paying for her, or she was paying for his meals. She was paying for him to date her. That is what he told the lady that he cheated on her with, Simone. Simone gave us the recordings. We heard it with our own ears. He called Miss Season a transaction. It was transactional. Don't think for one moment that she's not upset. Yes, he called her. He said it was nothing but skits. It was all just skits. That bothers her. That lady said she was down in the trenches with him. That lady said when he came to her, he was PTSD. She said she was down in the trenches with him. She basically feel like she breathed life back in him. For him to turn around and give her his ass to kiss so that now he can play in another woman's face. And now he's doing to this woman the same thing he did to Season. You remember he started off calling Miss Season Lisa Ray? Now he's calling this girl Toni Braxton. But we tried to tell her. She didn't listen. She thought we was the worst people in the world. She tried to put charges on me, remember? All because she tried to help destroy his ex because she wanted him. She did that shit because she wanted him. And then she goes on to say, when people can't handle real love, they sabotage it. Not because the love wasn't steady or unconditional, but because their spirit wasn't ready. Healthy love requires honesty, maturity, accountability, and the ability to love without control. That's why a counterfeit heart will always run. Now, she may not have wrote that. I don't know if she wrote it or not, but she's definitely subbing him. People who can't handle real love will sabotage it, is what she's saying. She's trying to say that she really did love him and he ran away from her because he can't handle it. But one thing I will say, she's right on that part. He can't handle real love because he don't really love himself. And I've told you guys this plenty of times here on my platform. You can't love somebody until you love you. That man don't love him. That man tried to be every other freaking celebrity character he can think of, starting with Tupac. I can't even think of the dude's name. I see his face I see his picture, but y'all know what I'm talking about. This man has tried to make himself look like other celebrity men. Lots of them. And he's going to continue to do that. This man don't love himself. So how is he going to love her? He can't handle real love. And the reason being because he know in order to handle real love, he got to be true to himself. Yes, Morris Chestnut, that's what I'm talking about. He has to be real with himself. He can't be the fake person no more. But it's hard for a narcissist not to be fake because they care about image. Image is what they care about. But he don't love himself. He love what he wants to be. He does not look in the mirror at who he wants to be. He wants to be someone else. He wants to be a celebrity. He wants to be famous. He wants to be rich. He wants to look good. He wants to have a great personality. He wants that. He wants to be a good father, but that's not who he is. He's self-centered. He's all about self, thinks of himself. He has not learned how to put somebody else first or take accountability for his own actions. No, he has learned to blame everybody for everything that goes wrong in his life and never take accountability. I have not heard Robert Hampton ever take accountability ever. I'm talking about ever. I've never heard that man take accountability. Even with the little hairpiece he got in his head today, that man came out of his mouth and lied and said he did it because his daughter said she wanted to see him in a wig. See him with hair. This man is just a bona fide liar. This man came out his mouth and said he also did it because he wanted to see how people that went through cancer felt. This man put a collage together to make people think that the reason why he has hair now is because he lost it in a motorcycle accident. Then he did another collage to try to make it seem like he lost it because of chemo or cancer. And then he came out to try to clear it up and say, oh, I didn't lose my hair from cancer, but I did this because I resonate with people who went through cancer. But one young lady put him to the test. She said, instead of always coming out and telling people your story, why don't you give back to people by starting some type of program that help cancer patients? Instead of you just coming out telling people that you went through cancer, do something else. Have we ever seen this man go up to a hospital and visit anybody with stomach cancer? He has a lot of free time on his hand. You would think that if he cares so much about people that has bounced back from cancer or who's even suffering from cancer, you would think that he would go up to the hospital and say, where is your cancer ward? Where is the ward where you have patients here that I could just go and talk to? Now, they may or may not allow him, but I would think at least in the chemo room, because in the chemo room, those people go home that day. Now, I know they allow people to come and talk to us when I was going through that. People that had these dogs, the service dogs, they used to bring these people with these service dogs in there to talk to us. And I used to be like, can y'all please move that? Oh, no, it's just a service dog. It help you get through your situation or whatever. They used to bring people through the place with these service animals to make us feel better. Has he ever went up to the hospital and said, I want to just bless somebody today with roses or balloons or anything? No, because it's just for social media. He can give a hot goddamn about anybody else but himself. It's all for social media. Then she goes on to say, I am safe. I am steady. I am covered. What I release is led by God, not by flesh. I walk in peace, not in confusion. My words carry weight because they carry truth, and nothing formed against me will prosper. Now, my opinion, when she says what I release is led by God, not by flesh. I could be wrong, but I interpret that as her saying, whatever she comes out here and put out here on this here internet, it was led by God, not by flesh. She's not doing it for her own flesh and for her own liking. She's doing it because God basically is leading her to do it. Now, that's what I got from it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And y'all know if I'm wrong, if she come out and say, that's not what I mean, I'll say, okay, that's what I thought, right? That's how I read it. What I release. She didn't say what I released. She said what I release is led by God, not by flesh. So she's saying if she comes out here and say something, God told her to. That's what she's saying. So if she comes out and say anything about this man, she's basically saying she was led by God. Then she goes on to say what many call manipulation, the Bible actually calls demonic. Emotional looping, that cycle of highs and lows that keep you hooked through chaos, is not love. And I'm going to read that again. She says what many call manipulation, the Bible calls it demonic. Emotional looping, that cycle of highs and lows that keep you hooked through chaos, is not love. Now, I want to elaborate a little bit before I read the rest of her post. Did we not hear Brianna come out here and say this man has a way of mind fucking you? Make you think that y'all good just to find out that y'all not. The highs and lows that keep you hooked through chaos. I'm sure he was telling her shit that she wanted to hear. Every time he probably felt that she was pulling away, or every time he probably felt that she was switching up, he reeled her back in. She claimed that they've never got in arguments, but they had highs and lows. And what do you think those highs and lows was? He probably was mind fucking her the same way he was mind fucking Brianna. She said what many call manipulation, the Bible calls demonic. That man is a master manipulator. And so is his brother. And so is his brother. She goes on to say 1 Corinthians 14:33 reminds us, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. So if confusion is present, God isn't. And when someone uses manipulation to control the word calls it what it is, witchcraft. Healthy love is steady. It feels safe. It feels secure. Anything else is a counterfeit. If that lady was talking about me, which some of his dumbass supporters thinks, she wouldn't be hollering about no damn love and feeling secure and feeling safe. We ain't got no love for each other. She's talking about her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-ass boyfriend. Healthy love is steady. It feels safe. It feels secure. Anything else is a counterfeit. She's talking about her ex-boyfriend. That man mind fucked her and put her on a roller coaster. And to be honest with you, it sounds to me that he still may be talking to her. Now, I don't know, but this man might be telling her things like, yeah, just give me a minute. We're going to get it together. He probably still have her on the hook because guess what? Some men that are good talkers, good manipulators, they can do that to you. They will still have you on the sideline twirling your damn thumbs and telling you that y'all going to be back together. Just give him time to sort things out. He probably still have that girl dangling just so she won't open up on him. He probably still have her dangling on the side, but she'll be a goddamn fool to be doing so. This man is playing in her face. This man that moved a woman into his home. They playing house together, footsies together. And he's throwing his woman up in Season's face. Now, for me, if I was Season, I would have came out the bag when he said 2 women out here fighting for my dick. Excuse my language. But I would have been fighting then. I would have came out and spilled everything out. Because I bet you won't. And he did say it. He said that. There's 2 women out there that's fighting on me. Go look at the blogs. Go look at the blogs. He was happy. You remember when Season and Simone was in my chat at the same time? Y'all remember that? And they were going back and forth with each other in my chat. Oh, he got a kick out of it. He got a kick out of it. And I told Simone, oh, you ain't gonna get his little thing no more. He ain't gonna give you no more. And she said, who said that? What make you so sure? That's what Simone said. What make you so sure? What make you so sure? So she basically saying, no matter I just came out here and released his voice recordings, if I still want to F him, I will. That's basically what she was saying in a nutshell. So when he went on his platform saying 2 women out there fighting over his weed whacker, that's when, if I was Season, I would have unleashed on his ass. Because I bet you won't do me like that. I bet you won't. 50-some-year-old woman with children, 2 divorces behind her. I bet you ain't playing in my face like that. She missed all the red flags. You want to know why she missed the red flags? Because she actually believed those content creators over there when they said he was a good man. Yeah. They didn't want to listen to the ex-wife that actually lived with him, that experienced him. No. She's just a liar. She's just a liar. Oh, no, she a liar. And everything that she say out her mouth is a lie. That's the way they wanted to paint her. And Season believed it. And that's why he got the new girl, the new chick. He didn't tell her, come over here and check out YouTube. He want her to listen to all those content creators that lift him up every single day. But if she had any intelligence to her whatsoever, she would go through my videos and she would find the truth. She would find the truth. Those women are his enabler. Those women are his flying monkeys. Those women has covered up his bullshit. And let me tell you something. And we're going to elaborate on this another time more. But I'm just going to say this. His first baby mama said he was abusive. I believe her. His second baby mama said he was abusive. I believe her. He's never been held accountability or responsible and took accountability for neither one of them. In my opinion, he would do it again. Now, Season say they never got in an argument. He'd never done anything to her. I don't know. I wasn't there. But in my opinion, he would do it again. In my opinion, until you are held responsible, until you take accountability for what you did, literally take accountability. And he ain't got to take accountability out loud on social media, not in my opinion. But until he's held responsible or take accountability for what he did, he will do it again. Men that don't or don't hold themselves accountable for what they did, they will repeat their behavior, unfortunately. Every last one of them, I don't care who the fuck you are. If they don't take accountability, none whatsoever, of what they did, it will be repeated again. Because in his mind, he got away with that shit, and he knows how to plant little seeds here or there to make you look toxic, to make you look crazy, to make you look like you're the bad one. And it will happen again, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Anyway, I'm not about to stay on here long. I've already been on for 1 hour and 20, but we will go into deeper depths of what's going on with his daughter. And we will also go into deeper depths of how they basically, his supporters now throwing Miss Season to the side because he's playing house with another young woman in his bedroom. You know what I mean? They attach themselves to every woman that he brings up. Every woman. It doesn't matter. Every single woman, even the one from the Bahamas, every woman that he's kissed on, hunched on, rubbed on, they have said, ooh, y'all look good together. Ooh, y'all, you know, she looked better than Brianna. Ooh, I like her better for you than Brianna. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. So they don't give a damn. They want that man with a woman so bad that, I mean, every woman that he's been with or looked like he was with, they was ready to clap for him. So it's not the woman per se. Like the one that's, you know, that's with him now. I guarantee you, he said, go to YouTube. You're going to find everything on YouTube. But what he forgot to say is that they recruited a group of miserable women willing to come on here and bully and harass his ex-wife. Okay? Yeah, they loved Clover, but I don't think that Clover really bought into the bullshit, the negativity, because listen, when Lampo, when she gave Clover a compliment, she came over and liked Lampo posts. That told me right there that she wasn't about to just side with his people. His people are so demonic to where they feel that if they don't like you, nobody should. So they feel they don't like Lampo only because Lampo don't defend his bullshit no more. So the fact that she liked Lampo posts, they probably don't like Clover no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't like you if you like anybody that don't co-sign with his bullshit. They was ready to be, who was it? They was ready to be, was it Sherelle? They were Team Sherelle, remember? Until Sherelle sided against Robert. And now they hate Sherelle. They literally hate her. It was another person, I can't remember who it was. Oh, when Jaffe turned on Robert and said, nah, he ain't no true brother. He ain't legit. What they do to Jaffe? They tossed him to the side. Jaffe, from what I heard, is doing better than Latruth. I heard financially he was doing better than Latruth. And he ain't got no million supporters because you don't need 1 million followers to be doing well. You don't. So anyway, the way a 3-day skit with Clover, that's it, that's all. And he stayed at Clover's house, from what I heard. From what I heard. And he wanted to try to pretend that him and Clover was a couple. Did y'all peep that? And I bet you Clover was like, no. I'm not about to do this with you. He wanted people to see him and Clover as a couple. He wanted us to assume that they were a couple. Just like he wanted us to assume that him and Lydia was a couple. And Lydia came out later and said she was never attracted to him. Never. She said, he's not my type. She was never attracted to him. You remember when they was Team Lydia? They don't go support her no more like that. They don't give a damn nothing about no Lydia. They don't care nothing about no Lydia. And if this girl don't work out with him, they ain't gonna give a shit about her either. Just like now, all of a sudden, now they saying, oh, Miss Season was too old for him. That's what some of his supporters saying. Oh, I'm just so glad you with a younger woman. Miss Season was too old for you. You see how they flipped on her just like that? And Miss Season was in the trenches with them. Miss Season was in the trenches with them. Now, all of a sudden, she too old for him. Make it make sense. Anyway, he wanted to include himself in Clover performances. She was way out of his league. Exactly. I do believe that she probably like, now you need some more practice because I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. But anyway, but let me get off. I'm not gonna be on here long. I already promised my husband I wasn't gonna come on here and be on here long. So let me just give you guys a shout out for stopping by, showing your girl some love. And for those for the class, we will be doing a class next Sunday. The reason why I had to postpone it was because, well, we had company this weekend and I just wanted to spend some time with my family. I ain't even gonna lie, but they left today and I was like, I'm not in a teaching mode for YouTube, but I will be next week. Okay. So And if anybody else want to join, let me know. Hit me up in my inbox, and it's not too late for you to join the class, okay? All right. So thank you guys for the love. Thank y'all for showing me love. Thank you for even showing up. Okay. So let me give a shout out. I have the first one, Nisi. Thank you so very much for always being there, girl. Thank you, Nisi, Joy, Tammy, Sonia C, Lacondes, Candy. Candy said, miserable people project their misery. They bully, harass, and attack because their own lives are empty. Remember, it's never really about you. It's about the unhappiness showing through. F them. That's right. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you, Binky Bing. Thank you, Barbara Clark, showing some love. Thank you, baby. Ooh, you show some more love. Thank you so much. She said, more to go. And thank you, C Page. Awesome live more. Thank you so much, C Page. Appreciate you. And then thank you, Poking Around with P Talk, for renewing your membership, and Yolanda Holiday for being with me for 24 long ass months. Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you. She said, still loving it here. Appreciate you, darling. All right, listen, thank you all. I do appreciate y'all, and I will be back tomorrow. Y'all know I start my physical therapy tomorrow, so yes, I'm looking forward to that. All right, y'all hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and I'm going to talk to y'all later. Good night.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay! She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. About
She kept
bad.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be want to regress on them. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our